Hello there, my name is Rachel Majdali, and this is my third semester at UCF. I plan on majoring in graphic design. In this video, I will be discussing my experiences in ENC 1102 and the goals I had made for myself during the course of the semester. In high school, I was living in California and took some AP English courses. However, the way my teachers had taught the courses did not effectively prepare me when it came to writing essays. I was able to improve in time for an English composition course I took in a local community college. I got an A in that course and hoped that was sufficient when I transferred to the University of Central Florida. However, I was surprised to learn that I needed this course when I tried applying for an arts history course. Almost immediately, I made a goal for myself to do well. Although I had done some writing since my time in California, I walked in with a determination to succeed. When I went through the course syllabus, I was puzzled by what it was expecting of me. I was unfamiliar with many of the terms that were present, such as discourse communities and intertextuality. I decided to learn about these terms and effectively apply them to major assignments. And this was done through the class reading assignments. I learned about the terms I needed to know and noticed how applicable they were to the communities I was involved in. I learned what exactly a discourse community was when we did the proposal assignment. It allowed me to borrow from class texts and discuss in what ways my chosen community was a discourse community. I chose to write about the Omnis Region community on Tumblr, and the experience was personal. I'd been a member of the community since 2013 and had been a moderator for the community since 2016. With the proposal paper, I applied what I just learned into my argument. I used Henry Jenkins's text on participatory cultures extensively, and this helped me get a better understanding of discourse communities when I wrote. He explained it as members actively participating in their communities and making contributions through the use of technology. When I submitted my paper, I was nervous about whether or not I did a good job. In the end, I got a 95. It went in line with my goal of doing well in the course. Professor Dieterle said I had done a good job, but I needed to do further research on the community. After the proposal paper came the annotated bibliography. Finding secondary sources was difficult, as Pokemon fan communities were not a topic among researchers until the release of Pokemon Go in 2016. Fortunately, I found secondary sources that were appropriate for the paper, and a visit with Professor Dieterle helped me expand on how my secondary sources backed my claims in the paper. I was then able to discuss how writing had an impact on the Omnis Region project and what factors influenced members to write. Imagine my shock when I got to 98 on the paper. Although I got a good grade, I learned more about discourse communities through the annotated bib and noticed that clashes were essential to the development of ideas. The analysis paper came around, and I knew I had to do well on it. I was close to achieving both of my goals and felt confident in what I could write. However, the analysis proved to be difficult. I spent a lot of time writing the paper and did so by setting aside my free time. I felt this was very helpful to me while writing. I applied the class terms into the analysis and used examples to discuss how ideas were being created in the Omnis region. I also went on to discuss what was getting members to write by using my secondary sources. When I submitted my analysis paper, I was nervous because I knew it would make or break me. Amazingly, I got a 95. I was able to achieve both goals as I got a good grade in the class and was able to properly understand the terms we use. I learned about the importance of multimodal communication when doing the annotated bib and analysis papers. This meant I had to include images to help my readers follow along. I included screenshots in both papers that supported my research questions, as general screenshots would not do the trick. I also changed my Google site to include a Pokemon background to inform readers that I was discussing something pertaining to the games. When I started this class, I wasn't sure what I was able to get from it. For one, I didn't get a chance to learn about the subjects we covered before I enrolled in it. I also wanted to get a good grade, but I knew I had to put in the effort. At the end of the semester, I am pleased to say that I achieved both of my goals. I got A's on my major papers and learned about subjects such as discourse communities and the rhetorical situation. I hope to be able to apply what I learned into other communities I am involved in and see what goals and opinions they have. Thanks for watching and listening to my experiences in ENC 1102.